Oh, I'm already live and my phone filed down immediately. Deepening courage. Loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. I'm seeing a bunch of surrender energy with Crane. Surrender. Let go of limiting beliefs. Be as expansive in your thoughts as your soul is. This is a time of surrender. Maybe you've gone through loss. You're going through a loss, or you've been through one. The true offering. What is the true offering? Is saying an invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. So if you've struggled with releasing your ego, right? You've got to have courage here to release, to surrender, to accept. There's a deepening wanting to come. Look, we got a little black kitty. A deepening here. Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. Surrender once again. They bring the peace of God. And so I was like, and I feel like called to do devotionals, which I'm hoping to, that's where I hope to get to. But I have a few good cards here, so I like using these here. It's like a major thing coming in. It's like a spiritual upgrade coming in. There's this guy meditating here. Through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. That's so deep. Through offering. So what are you offering? To transform the problem into a lesson. What are you offering today? And as we're seeing with the loss, right? And so then you kind of tap in. So you lose a loved one, for example. You go through that pain. Breakup, death. You're tapping into that understanding of loss and what that means. Look, faith coming in, right? God coming in, spirituality coming in to help you deal with the loss, right? Come to terms with that loss. True offering. What are you offering? What do you want to offer the world? What do you, it's almost like you're tapping into that ultimate self, that the ultimate goal. What is the ultimate goal? Light activations, diamond light activations. Diamond light activations and new energies are coming your way. Be open to receive and welcome them in. It's like a big download. Yeah, you're being asked to step into your power here, but it's because there's ascension. So, there's more to it than just ascending, right? People can just throw the word around, ascension. What does it mean? How do you ascend? How do you ascend? How do you step into your power? What do you need to look at? What do you need to release to allow you to do that? Signs, you may be seeing signs. Yeah, it's an awakening. I've got ascension and awakening showing up here twice with this right here. It's showing up. Oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. It's like calling the divine to come and help you through this. You're being asked to do this, to tap into your spirituality, to step into your power. What is that? What is your power? Do you believe in a higher power? It, whatever you call the higher power. In the long run, Jesus said that love was all, right? Jesus, and then, yeah, we get it. People love to pretend that's it's old covenant versus new covenant, and that's what I think is the bottom line is that you've got this old ideology, and there's some good live stream preachers out there right now. Occasionally, sometimes they get a little hardcore with things, and it's like, let's chill out a little bit, man, because and that's what I'm saying is like the harshness of the Old Testament. And then, like, one of them made an excellent point. I wish I could remember his name. And he talked about Jesus was saying it no longer had to be that lineage. It no longer had to be descendants of Abraham that were the only ones that were blessed. It was anyone who accepted Christ could be blessed. Anyone who loved their neighbor, and respected one another. And, it's that divine, because God is going to be in someone who loves all. God is going to be in someone who loves and respects anyone. He's just there. And anyone who loves like that understands that there's a divine power. There's a divinity between everyone, right? There's this connection. We're all connected. I mean, God, anybody who studies atoms knows that. The microscopic level, we're like, I mean, we're all connected. So it's allowing things to kind of process, because you can't stay in that state of sadness forever, right? Eventually you were going to get to a point where you're not holding on to certain things, but then there's like if you allow it to harden you, you have to be careful of that. And that's another thing, like why love comes in. Why God is love. God is love. Why does it come in? Look, Flo showing up here with Dolphin. Hello. I'll take a minute. Say hi. I hope everybody is well. I started getting into my devotional again, which I'm actually able to read some of, and I'm super excited. Because I was like worried about copyrights and stuff like that, but this one's okay. As long as I tell you which one which devotional I'm reading from. And then I'm hoping to do some scripture, which I'm excited about doing. So the devotionals are just great because once again, to be reminded that you are so loved. And that's what Jesus was trying to get the point across. And, they didn't like that. And that's what we have to remember. They didn't like that. And so when you're dealing with someone who's judging you or, making you feel like, and Jesus, God, I don't know if you guys I've had it happen. Or I had somebody telling me I was just, just nothing, just absolutely nothing. And Jesus comes through and he says, she's lying. You are so loved. Jesus comes through. And so whenever you build that foundation and that love and, because that's what he tells us. You are so loved. And people try to make you forget that, we're tested. But it's about, tapping into that. And loss can sometimes help us remember, how divine that, our connections are. How, gosh, it's like, for me, losing my grandmother, for example, it's like that loving person. And you're so lucky to have that. And that we come into this world and we learn those things, right? We learn about those connections, about what do you, like good love, right? Like grandmother love is something so just divine, right? It's divine. If you've ever been nurtured and I see freedom showing up here, right? Remembering that you're a free spirit here, that people may try to, or the, I mean, you could say devil, people could be tempted to say, oh, well, I don't like your light, or, something like that. And a lot of readers tap in on that, which is great. But we also need to move to the point where we are elevating the individual to overcome that obstacle, to remind them that they are free spirits, that they are free with freedom here. You're free. And again, that's another thing that Jesus came in to say is because my dad made a point about the Romans, taking over and things like that, and trying to colonize, but you also, like, I just feel like in the background was the Israelites, and they didn't like Jesus. They didn't like his challenge. But he challenged their church, he challenged their belief. They didn't like that. So while we've got our government running the show, we also got somebody else, some old stuff going on in the background here, and they don't like that challenge. And they don't want you to challenge those beliefs. They don't want you to take a look at, and I mean, you see hate talked about all day long, all these goddamn hate. And that's the opposite of God. God is love. He's not hate. And that's what Jesus is with, anybody who studies those, and they try to trick, and they've infiltrated the Christian community, and they've tricked them into hating their neighbor, and that's not what God is about, and that's not what Jesus is about, and that's what, like, some of us are called to remind. And that's what I have been, like, just trust. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. And it's like he's holding the butterfly in his hand. It's like, trust. Can you trust the divine's plan here at this time? Despite the calamity, despite the chaos, can you trust the process? Can you trust in it, that you will be taken care of? That's one of the biggest keys of, and why they're attacking the Muslims, and trying to erase. We're talking about there are things being erased. There's culture being erased. There are people being erased. History's being erased. While that is happening, we need to take a look at that. It's being exposed. And despite this chaos, and can you take in that moment of time? When you're struggling, when to act, right? When to act, how to act. What do I do in this time? What is your purpose in this timeline? What are you called to do? Are you listening? Non-duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. Humanity. What is your mission? Who are you aligning with at this time? Are you divining with love? Are you aligning with humanity? And that's the right action. What's the right action? Aparigraha literally means let everything that wants to go, go. And everything that wants to come, come. And you figure out what the right action is. And look how we got sacrifice showing up again. Once again, this sacrifice. What do you need to let go of? What are you holding on to? What's making you feel like you are disconnected? Like we aren't all one. I surrender again. A sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. That's putting love first. Loving all first. Because God is love. Because that's the basis. That's what Jesus said. What do I want y'all to do? They said, well, Jesus, what can we do? He said, love. Love. That's what he said. And so it's people want to feed listen to the devil in their ear. Hate your brother. Oh, your brother's got this. Oh, she looks bad. My whole life, that's all I've ever dealt with. People coming for me. Hating me just because, I don't know. I didn't like what they saw. For whatever reason. I didn't have to do nothing. They didn't like what they saw. I didn't have to do anything. That light can aggravate those demons. And by God, if you don't know that, boy, you ain't watching the news. And shoot, the news ain't even covering what's going on. Talking about a light aggravating some demons, man. You ain't scrolling on Facebook and seeing how the upset people out there right now. They are upset. Well, you just can't be upset because we've decided. Who? You decided I can't be upset? You decided I can't be upset. You making the rules? All of them? I'd be careful about that. Are you sure you want that fucking position? You sure you want that kind of power? Great power comes great responsibility. Are you ready for that? You ready to tell everybody how it's going to be? No, we can't love each other. We've got to kill each other. To what end? To what end? To what end? Excuse me if I'm a little upset, but I don't understand that. Because I see a grandpa who just wants to be a grandpa. Just praying with every word he speaks. You may not understand his language, but I hear it. I hear him calling. I hear him calling. Please stop coming for me and my children. And it's what he asks. This old God. Well, why can't we all just love each other? And that's what I'm saying. It was like when they came for him, they said, no, we're not doing things that way. You can't, what are you talking about? We're all going to love each other. What are you talking about? What? You're the son of God? You're not. No, you're not special. Crucify him. Inner child healing. Allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to the deepest needs and feelings. Wounded inner child. These are things. Why are they so hateful? Why? Because they are wounded. They were not loved. Daddy, what is it? What is it? The Austin Powers song, Daddy Didn't Care. So they took it out on other innocent beings. And rather than healing that inner child, they took it out on other innocent beings. And that's what they do. Delusion. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. So, we have been discussing surrender through this. I didn't plan it. It just happened. Happenstance. I picked this deck. I never thought I was going to use it. I was like, I'm not happy with this deck. Why did I buy this deck? Why did I spend money on this deck? I'm never going to use it. And what do we get through this? We get something, I would hope. Something. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. Oh. That is so sad. I don't know how to remove people. Channel activity. Add as a moderator. Put in timeout. I don't even know how to remove people. Hide user on this channel. Oh. Well, that's how it works then. Yeah. I guess I hidden you. I don't even know what that even means. You're sick. You're this. It's amazing, isn't it? You should get the help you need is the response to, you know. Man, people, they really know, don't they? You could be talking about things like love and surrendering to the divine. Oh, wait, no, you're not supposed to care about people being killed, children being killed. You're not supposed to care about those things. Don't you know that? Don't you know that? You're not supposed to care? Okay. Wow. I'm not supposed to care about loving my neighbor? I'm supposed to kill that guy. That's how that works. Cool. Yeah, that makes me crazy because I don't think that we should kill innocent people. That makes me crazy. Because he thinks differently than I do. I should kill that guy because he thinks differently than I do. Do you hear? I mean, that's not what Jesus said. Jesus said, kill all the Muslims. They think differently than me. Yeah, that's totally what he said. You're schizophrenic. Because I'm passionate? Because I'm a passionate person. What you're so content with with the way things are? Look at the ego. False sense of entrapment. Being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. And it's the devil. The devil blocking the success. He comes in and he blocks it. Look at that. Closing it out. A job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude. The path toward enlightenment. Something is closing out. What is closing out? Devil energy. Being exposed. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Magician energy. I like to say this is Aries stuff, but people often say it's Gemini. It seems kind of weird for a 1 to be Gemini to me, but I can tell it'd be at least a 2. They say that's Gemini energy. Or is it Aquarius? It's Aquarius too. Look at him. Man, he's got his staff. This Archangel Raziel, the Magician. Says you got it all. You got the world. And so you got the 21, you got the endings and the brand, and it's not the full, but it's still a 1. 211. Could be seeing 211. 9 of fire. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. The Queen of Wands energy. I loves it. Doesn't matter. Keep going forward. In your power. The Lovers is here. Intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions and good health. It's like good things coming in. I like that. What is this Lover's energy? Something is hidden. Wish fulfillment. Your wishes come true. Concerns fade away. Important psychic insights. Events behind the scenes release. Fears that hold you back. So, good things wanting to come in that you've got to release. In order for this good thing to come in, got to release your fears. And it's funny because that's right under the Devil. A false sense of entrapment. Fear-based thoughts. Once again, fear. Are you allowing fear to block you? To keep you from ascending. To keep you from stepping into your power. Yeah, that 10 of Cups. Why does that keep showing up in reverse? Something. Oh. This could be somebody else. Something needing to be released. We have the Death here. The end of a phase or situation. Something. This is coming in. This is coming in. You don't see this coming. Page of Swords. This is a new message. Yeah, an apology. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. Is this an apology coming in? It looks like it. Not too sure if you can trust it. We got a 3 of Swords. I'm going to find out what that 3 of Swords is. Great sadness. Take time to heal. The need to forgive yourself or others. You need to be forgiving. You may have to be strong. Something's coming back. And we have strength here, 11. Release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. You may be asked to do some kind of forgiveness here and release. And it may be hard because you may have been hurt really bad. Because I got the 3 of Swords here. You may be asked to forgive. Doesn't mean that you have to take that person back. It means that you need to release. Yeah. You got a choice. But the 2 of Wands is such an interesting card because it's like you've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. So it's something new. Look at that Queen of... It's like, I don't know if you've been in this energy, but it kind of seems like it. You're going to be moving more into this Queen of Wands energy. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity and allowing that to come in. Taking more charge of yourself. organization and logic, structure, discipline, leadership. You got these people coming in. Or is this your energy? Is that Knight of Pentacles showing up again? Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. A guardian angel. Could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Also got Leo. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, and the Emperor is Aries energy. But what's cool about this deck is you've got an angel on this card, Archangel Michael, coming in to help you, I think, step more into your power here. Yeah, unity. Look at, oh. Moving towards this Ace of Pentacles here. You're moving away from conflict. There's, maybe you're moving more, either you're moving more into this Hierophant energy and you're getting in your boat and you're moving more toward this, or this Hierophant is someone here who's going toward their Ace of Pentacles. Yes, yeah, so getting unstuck. Moving away from conflict. Archangel Sandalphon. Traditional viewpoints or methods. Spiritual organizations. Seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Moving towards something better. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. What is that? King of Pentacles in reverse. Something's not been working. Possibly for this person, or this is you. There's the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. She's defensive. Seems like there's some kind of conflict going on here. I'm getting too lost in this right now. I need to just pick something, a different kind of card. Move forward with something different besides... So anyway, let's take a look at your fears. Bottom line is, the Seven of Wands is showing up here with this, and she may be defending this energy against something. Because I see this Knight of Cups coming in here. But she's defensive, this Queen of Swords is. She may not trust this offer. She may not trust it. Yeah, the Empress. But there's the Empress is here. She's kind of going, wanting to be more of the Empress energy. Or is this bringing this in? This could cause you a Tower. Yeah, because they had the Empress with the Tower. A powerful revelation that leads to change. That's big, but that's like, so for me, like, the Tower is not always a bad thing. Sometimes the Tower is a good thing. Expanding. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. Time to spread your wings. Yeah. Maybe you're thinking of doing something different. Good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging. A new area of study. Maybe you get a new idea. A new idea about something. Yeah, but then there's this Two of Pentacles coming in. Like, you have options. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider more. So, I'm just trying to figure out why this would cause such a Tower. Unless this is just like a big aha moment. I'm not going to bank on that. Nine of Swords coming through. Something's going to have you in your head. Is that what that is? That Page of Pentacles could be an offer. What's this Page of Pentacles? Something you've invested in. Stressed about. In your head about. A King of Cups in reverse. Or is this King of Cups stressed? About this Page of Pentacles? I got a King of Cups. King of Water in reverse. What's going on with this King of Cups energy? He's just having an awakening. He's in this Hanged Man. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. Archangel Gabriel. It's also Sagittarius. 4 Cups. Missing an opportunity. Discontentment or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. So there's something here to, and this could be you, even though it's king, king, masculine, feminine. Someone here is stuck in their head. Severely. Stuck in their head. The divine is trying to give them something, but they're like... What's strange is how that's attached to that Page of Pentacles. With that Tower and the Empress. It's like... It's big, whatever it is. This is like some kind of... This Ten of Swords in reverse. Something isn't over. Or what is this Ten of Swords? Page of Swords. Somebody watching. Challenging information, delays, or change to plans. Truth delivered without tact. There's a Two of Cups attached to this Page of Swords with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? And why is it in reverse? There's conflict. But you can see that clearly with this guy being in reverse. I mean, stressed out. There's conflict attached to this. Indecision. It burdens. There needs to be some kind of balance. Almost looks like it's between the Sun and Gabriel, but no, there's like 2 separate energies here. Somebody feeling left out. What? Yeah. Something going on behind the scenes. Judgment, Knight of Wands, Justice, King of Swords, Victory. Sheesh. You might get hit with a whole bunch of crap, so I would just be careful with that. It looks like a lot's coming in, but it looks good because I'm seeing victory. I'm seeing victory here overall. So, might get hit with somebody who, or maybe you got somebody who's maybe slightly might reach out to you, kind of stuff like that. But then, I don't know how, just be careful with how you handle that. Like I said, the devil's coming in to test you a little bit here. But don't allow fear. Once again, it seemed like fear was like trying to keep you in that mindset. So watching out for the fear-based thoughts. The Moon. 6 of Cups in reverse here. Yeah, once again. Could be coming back. People coming back. I wanted to read my devotional. today, the 21st. Interesting. Let me control your mind. The mind is the most restless, unruly part of mankind. Long after you have learned the discipline of holding your tongue, your thoughts defy your will and set themselves up against me. Man is the pinnacle of my creation, and the human mind is wondrously complex. I risk all by granting you freedom and to think for yourself. This is godlike privilege, forever setting you apart from animals and robots. I made you in my image, precariously close to deity. Though my blood has fully redeemed you, your mind is the last... Oh, I think that's... Your... Hold on, let me finish this, and then I got it. My phone's dying. Though my blood has fully redeemed you, your mind is the last bastion of rebellion. Open yourself to my radiant presence, letting my light permeate your thinking. When my spirit is controlling your mind, you are filled with life and peace. It's very interesting there. So we've got Genesis showing up here, 26 and 27. Let's see what this says real quick. 26. And Laban said to Jacob, "What hast thou done that thou hast stolen away unawares to me, and carried away my daughters as captives, taken with the sword? Wherefore didst thou flee away secretly, and steal away from me, and didst not tell me, that I might have sent thee away with mirth, and with songs, and with tabret, and with harp?" So he would have blessed him had he not stolen from him. He would have blessed him had he not stolen from him. Whew. Privileged people, man. Privileged people thinking they can take what they want, hurt who they want. Well, that's a big theme right now. So, as he's saying, you didn't have to do that. I would have blessed you. You didn't have to steal. Recognizing your blessings. Oh man, that's something else, man. Like I'm saying, people stealing land and stealing homes and all these kind of things going on, and people pretending not to see it. Accomplices. Romans 8:6. Let's see what that one says. Oh, and this is 28. So I had read 26, 27. This is 28. And hast not suffered me to kiss my sons and my daughters. Thou hast now done foolishly in so doing. This is 29. It is in the power of my hand to do you hurt. But the God of your father spake unto me yesternight, saying, Take thou heed, and thou speak not to Jacob either good or bad. He was told not to take revenge. And Jacob was the one who took. He took. And God said, it was a lesson. And now though thou wouldest needs be gone, because thou sore longest after thy father's house, yet wherefore hast thou stolen my gods? And Jacob answered and said unto Laban, because I was afraid, fear. For I said, Peradventure thou wouldest take by force thy daughters from me. With whomsoever thou findest the gods, let him not live. Before our brethren discern thou what is thine with me, and take it to thee. For Jacob knew not that Rachel had stolen them. He needed not do what he did. It's interesting. Yeah, well, we all have to be amateurs at some point in our lives. We can't ever get to, I mean, you can't just automatically jump from amateur to professional. You have to take steps. You have to make mistakes. So here they are making this mistake, right? They're taking something, they're not doing what they should be doing. They didn't discuss things right, because he's saying, I would have rewarded you, you know. And it's part of this lesson that Jacob is learning, Rachel too. Yeah, they didn't need to do this to this person. This person would have given to them, was their friend. Yeah, it's funny though, like they're both kind of going at it a little bit here. I need to get it's like the King James is, my mom was like, you should get King James. I was like, I do better with the newer versions, personally. It takes a while. For me, I think it takes a little bit more time for us to dissect. And I also think sometimes it tends to give, because it's kind of an old way of reading and stuff, sometimes we perhaps allow someone else to interpret it for us a little more than we take the time to read it ourselves. That's another reason why I kind of like the New Revised Version, I think, is the one I do on my phone, which is fantastic. Let's check out this Romans 8:6. See if I can find it. Hold on. Like I said, I'm still a beginner here. Romans. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm gonna need glasses. My phone's gonna die anyway. I'm gonna have to just probably do what I do. Alright. I've got to call somebody back anyway. There you are. 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. That's Romans 8:6. And they got it, what they interpret it as. Though my blood has fully redeemed you, your mind is the last bastion of rebellion. Open yourself to my radiant presence, letting my light permeate your thinking. When my spirit is controlling your mind, you are filled with life and peace. And this is what the scripture says. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Wow. Again, when you're surrendering those things that you cling to, that you believe you have to have, or it's like a major letting go of just even, like I said, pain. That's why Jesus always talked about forgiveness. 8:7 says, because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. What does it mean, this carnal minded? But they're saying that it leads to death here, so it doesn't lead to this everlasting life, right? And peace that you can only find through that God, But you got to remember, what does that mean? Well, God is love. So it's also like loving of yourself here, understanding that you are divinely loved. 8:8 says, so then they that are in the flesh cannot please God. It's like I grew up with my dad always talking about this flesh. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. If so, be that the Spirit of God dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Christ, he is none of his. Again, accepting Jesus. You give in to your temptations. What does it mean to you to be in that Spirit of Christ? What does it mean to you when you think of Christ? You know what I mean? Like really analyzing, what does it mean? You talked about loving. Yes, he is a prophet. But understanding that, if you wish for others to understand your truth, then the best way for them to understand your truth is for you to speak your truth. I'm just reading this, however you want to call God, divine. It's about accepting love and loving your brother regardless of his wealth, and Jesus, he loved everybody regardless of their status, regardless of their religion. He told so many parables about loving each other. And so, what we're dealing with now, and what isn't being really talked about, and occasionally I will bring it up, is our lack of compassion toward each other. That is what's led to the chaos that we are enduring at this time. That's why the world is in chaos, because you have people who do not respect each other's humanity. They don't know Christ's teachings about loving each other. And there are other prophets, yes, but it's about accepting love. There are prophets. How many times were they killed? Because they talked about loving each other. It's this revenge that's people thinking that is holy. It's not. Jesus said, turn the other cheek. And why we want to play judge. And we want to judge people and put them in, and say, oh, you're not worthy, but we're not God. Are you sure you want that? And that's why I'm always like, if you're going to play God, do you know what that entails? You want to be, You want to be the guy who has to watch his children kill each other? You sure about that? Are you sure? You wanna be the guy who has to watch people who say they call themselves Christians, but don't love their neighbor and their brother, and hurt and kill, and don't listen to the 10 Commandments. I mean, that's... And I get to be called crazy for it. I get to be projected on because somebody says, oh, I can't fathom what you're saying. I can't fathom loving, someone who isn't fitting in a box. The box that your perception, I mean... So, in this Romans 8:6, chapter 8:6, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. What does it mean to be carnally minded? This is what I'm asking, to reflect on today. What does it mean? He says the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. And that's interesting. It's very interesting. Can be. The carnal mind. What does it mean? What does it mean? And why does he say it's, you know what I mean? Like, so it's being in your ego, right? It's being in that, I don't understand why you're projecting on me, brother, sister. Modesty is absolute. Why do you keep projecting that I do not have some kind of knowledge that you have? If there is some kind of knowledge that I don't have, why do you project a less than view upon me? Why do you deem me less than? He doesn't deem me less than. Why should I listen to you over God? Why are you God? And if you are God, I would appreciate it if you would take the time out of your precious life to go live and speak on your knowledge. Go live. Speak on your knowledge. If you believe that you know something that I don't know, speak your truth. But putting others down is never going to get you any closer to any goal, because that's not what Jesus did. Oh, you suck. Oh, I'm going to listen to you. Is that how it works? Do you listen to people who put you down? Well, you're yelling. You shouldn't get... I'm tired of the gaslighting. I've dealt with it on my whole fucking judgment. You can't be crazy about that. You can't. Oh, you're schiz... Are you done yet? Tick tock. Are you done yet? Projecting onto other... Are you done yet? They're less than. We get it. They're not worthy. We get it. I'm nothing. Okay, you win. Bye-bye. Why did they listen to Jesus when he sat on the hill? Because he was talking about parables, about loving your brother, loving your neighbor, loving the one that was... Oh, yeah. It just gets... Oh, my God. The projection. What are you gaining out of it? What are they learning? What are you teaching them? What are you teaching them? What are you teaching them? You're not good enough. Oh, well, that's a fantastic lesson to teach somebody. Wow, how original. Oh, I'm sure, oh, that one's a good one. We're going to keep you around. You can go work over there. Who's the threat? Oh, the person talking about loving their neighbor. Oh, we can't have that. That one's got to go. You shouldn't talk that way. That's how I grew up with a daddy that talked this way. I'm sorry. I grew up with a preaching daddy. Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't. Oh, God. Damn, shrug it off. Oh, man. But you can. You can project onto me. You can tell me what I am, what I'm not. You want to play God and look at the world you're running. I don't think you're doing too good of a goddamn job. Fucking ready to be, yeah, you're not supposed to, yeah, I get it. Don't you have anything better to do with your time? Don't you want to expand and grow? And if you want to make change in this world, you want to make, what kind of change do you want to see? What do you want to see? Do you want to see people loving each other? Do you want to see people killing each other? What do you want to see? What do you want? God asks you, what do you want? Putting people down, what is that going to gain you? What is that going to gain you? Well, I made someone feel like shit today. Oh, here's your sticker. Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Satan's little bitch. Excuse me. Fucking had it. Oh, we don't like you doing that thing you do. What thing is that? Where I'm trying to get you to open your mind for 5 seconds? Oh, God. Not that one. You gotta stay in the hate parade. Nazis rule. Oh. Wow, how advanced of you. I'm so tired of it. Let's see if I can find something that gets us out of this for a second. You're crazy. God, like I haven't dealt with so many people just like, what are y'all even doing? Like, I was married at 18, divorced by 9. I was like, this guy just wanted to play video games. That's all I'm gonna do. I got myself married, and I just want to play video games. That's all I want. I just want to do that. Okay, well, she doesn't want to do that. She wants to go and do things. See the world. Otis Redding, I have dreams to remember. Otis is so good. You've got to do things why? I'm another human being. Why do I have to do things your way? I'm God's child. I'm not yours. And even if I was yours, does that mean that you get to physically own me? Forever? Forever? You mean there's no, oh, I'm 37 now. Does that ever, yeah. Communication. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balance exchange, communication. So it supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of that information. Look at that root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. So if you've got issues with your root chakra, with your foundation, you could be Yeah, there's some restructuring going on. Alchemy is showing up. There's an 8 is strength. Divine restructuring your foundation. Being in this allowance energy. We also have divine feminine energy showing up. Supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. So it's like moving you more into more of a nurturing, more with the divine feminine, you know, it's, again, it's softer nature, right? Softer, allowing. Romantic love is shown up here. It's in reverse. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So just like going with the flow.